everybody, good afternoon. It's Friday, the 1st of November. And here we are, tile 490. So not long now before we hit tile 500. That's going to be a special one. So what have you been up to today? What's going on in your world? We've had a crazy one, as well as getting prepared for the tile, which is kind of dry now. I've used a bit of ink, loads of water on it, used a bit of water-based ink and splashed it on, left it to dry. So hopefully it's dry enough. It feels it okay. I've also been working on my raven, so I've got a little bit of inking and drying on that going on at the minute, which I'll show you a little bit later. Maybe, I don't know, hour or two, see how long it takes to dry. Because look, at the moment, look, it's actually drying. It's got little bits of salt and things on it waiting to sort of be dealt with. And we've had a puppy arrive for Macy. So she won't say who it's from. It's a lovely letter come with it, so she's keeping that under wraps. Dobby wants to play with the puppy and take him for a walk, and it's just been a little bit chaos today. So whoever sent us the puppy, thanks. But yeah, Macy I think is going to need a bit of hand, but she's looking after it and she's loving it. So I'll send some pictures, or I'll put some pictures out of that later on. So where are we then? What we're doing? Okay. I've got my regular pen, pencil, Tortillon. I've got my brush pen, and I've also got my dual brush, my brown. I thought I'll bring a little bit of autumn kind of thing into it. So I'm going to start. Let's start straight with a pen, shall we? Are we ready for this? Now, of course, please don't feel that you have to start with a pen. If you would rather do this in pencil, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all. Let's start in a bit of a corner. Let's have a look here. So I'm going to come in first of all. Now let's have a look here. I'm gonna put in a curve. You see, I'm already sort of feeling where it's gonna go. So let's put a curve in, and then I'm gonna come back a little bit with a loop, like that. Okay. Hi there, everybody. Okay, so a bit of a loop. Now on this side, when I say something similar, we're gonna start similar, but then we're gonna put kind of a little kink in and make it more of a leaf shape, I think. Okay, down here, I'm going to come in, and a little bit of a curve there. That's so far so good. So I'm going to bring my brush pen in. Now, if you've actually tried to dry a tile and you're not quite sure, but you want to go in with your pens, it's always worth making sure first. So what I'm going to do is tentatively put a little bit down the side there. Okay, I'm looking for any bits of bleed. So at least then it's not gone out of the edge there, see? So if I come in and leave a little bit of a gap, like so, fill it in this side, fill it in there, because of course, if you've got a wet tile, water-based is going to kind of bleed a bit, and until this pen is dry, it won't be permanent. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think my tile's pretty dry, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that bit in there. All right? Nice. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same with the others. Now, of course, you can do this with colour pencil later, but I want this bit to be on the top, and I'm going to use my other colour to go behind this. Oh, Joe, do you know what? I've seen it, and I actually shared the new diamond dots from Instagram yesterday. I don't know when it's going to be available. I'll tell you who will know. If you get in touch with a lady named Angie Evans, and she demonstrates for Groves, who actually do import the diamond dots, she'll have a better idea. As I license the artwork to them, but I don't actually distribute them. So she'll be the one that will give you that information. Angie Evans, that's what you're looking for. Lovely lady. Okay, so we've got those little bits. So what I want to do now is I'm going to kind of bring another couple of bits in here. So I'm going to come up with my pen. I'm back to my 03 now. And I'm going to put a smaller loop on the top there, like this. Okay, and then along here and here. See, so we're going to do a few and they're going to get smaller. I'm going to go with, that's enough, I think. And let's do similar on the other side. Just like that. Do you know, this is the most peaceful it's been all day. Been a bit hectic. Yeah, they're all playing with the puppy next door. That's what it is. It's so cute. And along. Okay, so I'm getting another one of those little images in there. Here you are. Okay. Oh, Kath, that's a good idea. Yeah, I just thought I'd inundate it. Okay, put some dots on there. See, it's nice to have a little bit of interest down there. Just one at the bottom there. Okay. So I'll come back to my black pen in a short while. I'm going to swap over now. I'm going to come in with my brown. Now this one, it's got a fine line on one end and a brush, look, there you go. Oh, get it off on the other. I'm not going to use the brush bit. I'm going to use the fine line bit. So let's come in and do this. Now you could use different colours. I might actually bring a bit of orange in as well. So let's see where this takes us, shall we? Okay. So if I start here, I'm going to bring in a curl. Just a small one with a bubble on the top like this. And then back along. Okay. So let's have a look. On the top of this one, I'm going to bring myself another curve, but I'm not going to put a bubble on the end. I'm going to make it into kind of a fat leaf shape. Okay. Hi, Leslie. Oh, Leslie, the chaos that's been caused here today with this little puppy. I don't know where it's come from, but goodness me, it's so cute though. Okay, let's draw a line on the inside there. And there. Okay. And I'm going to put myself little sort of dots going along the middle. And let's put in a line all the way down, like so. Oh, Leslie, I know. It's Macy's puppy. I know, not Mackenzie's or Dobby's, it's Macy's. It's been sent to her as a gift. Hold on a second. See if I can sort of get somebody to bring this little creature in. Maybe they'll bring it in a minute. Okay. See, got one of those. So, okay, let's have a look at putting one this side now. I'm going to sort of come from this kind of a loop. Here we go. And down we go. Along. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look. I know. Right. Let's put a couple little lines in. And down here. Now, I'm not hanging on too much with these because, you know, again, thinking about my inking of my... I know, Vicky. Let's put some little lines in. Okay. See, these pens are most definitely water-based. So, any little bit of a damp section on my tile, which is fine now, I'm sure it's all dry. So, that's good. Okay. All the way down. And I'm going to put myself some little curls just on one side, just to kind of give it a little bit of interest in there. See? One there. Okay. So I'm going to switch out my brown. I'm going to use, as I say, a little bit of orange. Let's get that out. Maureen, nothing in this place surprises me, honestly. Okay, let's put another leaf here. So I'm going to come in, bit of a curve. This one I'm going to make a little bit thinner. There you go. All right. And let's put a little line down one side of it, sticking back to the point at the bottom there. And on this bit here, let's go in a sec. Okay. Oh, hey Sue. Oh, it's lovely to see so many people on. You know, when you think we're nearly at 500 tiles, the fact that we've all been here now for so long, I so appreciate it. And looking at all the ravens that you've been putting on, they are fabulous. I can't believe, you know, and I still don't, how we actually achieve what we do, you know, how we create these wonderful pieces of art. I'm so proud of you all, I really am. Okay. I think, oh, honestly, I think Viv with Benji, he likes all the attention to himself, so I'm not sure he'd want another, another one. Okay, although he's very friendly. Let's put one here, look. So it's going to kind of go underneath and along to there. See, coming back again. All right, and this one, I'm going to put a line up the middle and put a little bit of a loop on the top there. And then little loops along here. See, sort of kind of giving it that little bit of a detail in there. Okay, I'm going to put another one. I'm going to still use the orange. Let's have a look. I'm going to put a, where do I do it? So let's put one here. I'm going to come up the top. So it's going to go up here, look, underneath and back in. So it's sort of quite a big feather there. And let's put some little bumps down the side. And follow it round so it looks like it's going underneath there. And the same on this side. So all the way down. Okay. So in the middle here, I'm going to put myself a little bit of a grid. So let's follow it down with some slightly curved lines. Same on this side, slightly curved lines. Forming that kind of a grid shape. Okay, so let's go in a little bit so you can see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just put myself a little dot, you know, where the lines all cross each other. Like so. You get the idea there. You can do squares there, you can fill it with lines, you can do every other one coloured. There's a lot of different things you can do there. Let's follow those lines through. See, again with little dots as we go. Okay, let's have a little look at that. Nice, look at that. So, okay, I'm going to bring a dark green in, I think. Let's have a look. Well, it's kind of the mid-green. So, let's see what's happening with that one. And I want to put myself a little leaf in here. So, in we go with that. And then I'm going to put myself another line. And let's put like little bumps in there. Okay, and a couple of little lines coming through. Put some little dots in. I'm going to fill in the little gaps between those bumps. We can see where we're headed. Nice, okay. And I'm going to stick with my green and some coming in this sort of area here. Let's bring one out and up into there. I'm going to make that a little bit thinner. It's kind of a grass, isn't it? Let's put little dots on there to fill it in. So I want a few more of those. So I'm just going to come down here a bit and I'm going to do another sort of kind of, not as tall this time. In we go with it. And let's put some little dots on the top. And let's put one here. So again, kind of thin. Again, little dots as we go. I can't get many more dots than that. And I'm going to put one here, look. So again, keeping it real thin. And adding some little dots on there. Okay, liking this. So I want to come back to these shapes now. So I'm going to revert back to my black pen. Let's just come on in there. And I'm going to put myself a little bobble on the top, just because I can. And I'm going to come in and put myself a smaller loop on the inside of each one and look, fill it in. Doesn't matter if they're not all exactly in the middle, it's fine. Just want a bit of a shape going on there, you see? Let's just go out a little bit. A little bit on the top there. Same with these. See, it's kind of sort of all in one motion, really, keeping it thin. same in this one. Let's go in one there. Just sort of really little loops in. Just sort of fill them with a bit of ink there. Okay. All right. So that's kind of done that. Again, I'm going to put some little dots on that. It kind of sort of forms a bit of a pattern, doesn't it? I'm not going to do it on the loop though, because there's no point. Oh, thanks. It's got that nice sort of feel about it, hasn't it? I'm going to bring a bit of yellow in. I'm not 100% sure how strong it's going to be against that green background, but let's put a little bit in and see what it does. So here, let's bring in a bit of a line, and again, sort of a thin leaf. Yeah, it fits in. Look, let's put some lines in it and give it a little bit of dimension in there. Let's put some in there as well. See, and I'm going to put one in up here, so it's going to go underneath all those. A little bit wider than those ones. And okay, a little bits of shape in there. Oh, thank you, Kane. Don't leave it near the dog. Oh, yeah, the dog's got too a liking to my tea, so yeah, we don't want it drinking too much, to be honest, at the minute. Yeah, Tommy's already been outside quite a few times this morning. Here we go. So let's put some of those lines in. That's nice. That yellow sort of just give it a little bit of something there. So, okay, back to my black pen. It does look a bit feather-like, doesn't it? Yeah, with all these little leaves. Okay, so let's bring in, and I can come over the top now because I've got my black again. So I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to come back down and put a point on like this with a bobble. Fill it in. And take another one off there, look up, and come back down and put bobble. Alison doesn't have a name yet. I think we've got to sit and work that out. You know when they get their own little characters and you think, right, okay, that's what it's going to be named. It's not, yeah, it's not quite there yet. Let's put another one, see here. But I'll let you know. Let's have another one here. See, I can go over the top of all of this because that black pen is going to sit over it, no problem at all. Let's have one look. See, up, and it's coming back down with a bobble. So you don't have to have two. I just think it's nice to do that. See, it's going to sit behind that one. Let's have one sort of there as well. Yeah. And we can, again, if you want to, you can bring a few dots. You see, it sort of gives it shape as it moves around. So you start with a dot and they get smaller as you work your way around. Let's do this one. Okay, like that. All right, so let's have a look at putting a little bit of pencil on this. Let's give it a little bit of shading. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is going to come straight up that line. So choose a side and put some pencil down the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to even go up the side of this, just so far. And I'm going to sort of shadow as we're going. So let's add a little bit of tortillon action to this. Keep it close. You don't want to spread it too far. And we want to kind of soften it out a little bit. Okay, so we've got that going up there. So let's have a look at these shapes here. I'm going to put a little bit under there. And I'm going to put some under this side here and a bit there. Okay. So soften it off. Same. And I think being that I've done that on all of those black sections, I'm going to add some to this too. Okay. Along we go. Adding those little bits in. Okay. So I'm going to come in with those sections of leaves. I'm going to add less pencil here because I don't want it to sort of really stand out against that black, but it needs a bit of detail. So if I go over the lines of that one, and here, look, I put some in at that top edge. Find that one as well. And there's another one sitting in there. See, then here, have a little bit underneath that one. See how it sits underneath? And a little bit in here. So I'm not kind of really going for loads of detail. It's about adding just that touch. I'm going to leave the yellow ones. I'm going to work it over and work a bit of that. Okay, so okay, I'm not trying to sort of take over. Let's add a little bit on that there. Just want a little bit of attention to those there. See, just giving it a little bit. Maury, maybe that's the case. Maybe we should all come up with names. Yeah, Macy can't decide. Then she can choose, can't she? That's a good idea. Yeah, if you've got a name. We're talking about this little puppy that's arrived today, John. It's really divine, really cute.
Yeah.
But no name yet.
He's watching, you know. So.
I know, he's like eyeing up my cup of tea, I think. Okay, let's have a little look at that. All right, so I've not put anything on these. What I would like to do, being that there's a little bit of green on it, I'm going to bring in a little bit of green from my black editions. I've got the Meadow green here. I'm going to add a touch in that bottom edge. You see, follow it up. So I'm not colouring the whole thing in. It's just about adding a little bit in those areas. Okay. And just being that I've got my white pen handy, got my little gel pen here, what I'm going to do is just add a couple of little dots, you know, onto those black sections there. We definitely want them to be in the foreground, so I'll make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. See, look at little dots. What do you mean you bet John thinks we're bonkers? I think he knows we're bonkers.
Of course we are.
There we go.
That's the rest.
Oh, we could call the pup Tangle. It's got into a few of those today, I tell you. We've spent a lot of time going, Tommy! Get this dog outside. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, I think. If you want to put a border around it, I think it'll look quite nice with a border. But as a sort of a little autumny kind of feel to it, I think that's probably going to be it. So there we go. There's our tile for the day. And it's, how lovely is that? So have a play with it, enjoy, do it in different colours, ink around the edges, do whatever you want to do, and let me see it. But in the meantime, that's it for this week, apart from I'm going to do a little bit of a show and tell on my Raven once it's done, a little bit later on. But other than that, have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you back here again on Tuesday. Okay, have fun. Bye.